Hello everyone, today I want to talk to you about Battleborn and why it should return. For those of you who don't know what Battleborn is a first-person hero shooter MOBA. What do I mean by this? Think of Smite for example. You choose your god, you fight minions to get to enemy towers, and eventually you get to and destroy the enemy's base. Battleborn has the same overall structure, but without the confusing in-game item shop. That is replaced with a skill tree-like system that allows you to choose between two paths every time you level up in-game, and each has its own kind of playstyle. Meaning every game you play, you can choose how you want to change your champ based on the hero and the playstyle that you like. Tanks, damage dealers, supports, etc. And this game is also in first person as opposed to most MOBAs that are top down or third person. Now that you have an understanding of what kind of game Battleborn is, let me explain why Battleborn isn't around today. Battleborn launched right around the same time when Overwatch came out. You can probably already see where this is heading. Battleborn just couldn't compete with Overwatch and ended up slowly losing its player base. After free-to-play attempts didn't revive the game, it was initially $60. Gearbox Software decided to shut it down for good, not even being playable offline. Now we are at today, and the reason I decided to make this video in the first place. With the recent release of Gigantic Rampage Edition, another game by Gearbox Software that released around the same time Battleborn did, it too had a short life and ended up getting shut down. However, Gearbox recently decided to revamp Gigantic and re-release it as a $20 game. It is a different type of game than Battleborn is, but it is still a MOBA at the end of the day. I've seen many players asking for Gearbox to bring back Battleborn as well in this same type of way, and now is the perfect time to do so. With the overall good reception of Gigantic Rampage Edition's release, as well as the recent downfall of Overwatch, Battleborn now has the opportunity to shine that it didn't have before, without having to compete with games like Overwatch or even Paladins. And Gearbox seeing the success of Gigantic, all they need now is a reason to want to revive Battleborn in the same way. And we are that reason. More and more I'm seeing videos talking about why Battleborn has a chance to return and what went wrong originally, and it shows that people are genuinely interested in a Battleborn revival, and that demand is there. We just need to make enough noise so that Gearbox can see this as well, and maybe, just maybe, they think about making a Battleborn Reborn edition or something like that, with updated fixes to things from the original version that players didn't like, listening to player feedback and all that fun stuff, and also quality improvements overall to the game. When Battleborn came out, I was an early adopter and I grinded all the way up to level 100, and I also completed the player versus environment campaign, which I haven't even mentioned yet. Not only is Battleborn a really fun MOBA slash hero shooter, but it also has an entire co-op campaign you can play that has a decent length as well. This game just has so much to offer and never really had the chance to shine that it deserves. So hopefully Gearbox can see that people want Battleborn to make a comeback. Even when downloading Gigantic on Xbox, I looked at the reviews and most of them were people also asking for Battleborn to come back, like in the reviews on Xbox for Gigantic. So the demand is definitely there. People would like to see this game come back. In the meantime, the best we can do to make this happen is by making our voices heard on social media, as well as by supporting Gigantic and making sure that that game stays a success as well. Because if Gigantic fails again, there's no hope for Battleborn in my opinion. Alright, so that's about it. Have a great day, everyone.